Yes, guys, this is the instant reaction as Newcastle head down to the Spurs Stadium this Sunday evening and pick up a huge 3 points. Newcastle 2, Spurs 1. What a game. We went down there, we played our game, we scored the goals. It was touch and go at times, it was tough at times, but we saw it out. And what a 3 points. What a week. What a week. You know, a draw down at Old Trafford, a win against Everton in the midweek. You know, going down there to play a good Spurs side. You know, had you offered me the point before the game, you know, I would have been inclined to take it, to be honest, because they are a good side. We go down there. We didn't need the point. We go down there. We do better than that and pick up a huge 3 points. A fantastic week for Newcastle in results. We move up the league. It was on telly for everyone to watch. How good we are right now. We went down there and we did it. We played our football. We stuck to the Eddie Howe press on the ball, defend together. And it's a great result. It really is. Let me know your thoughts on the result down below. Let me know your man of the match down below. As I say, we knew it was going to be a tough game today. Big up to all of the Newcastle fans who travelled down in the thunder and lightning. There's a guy with no top on swinging his shirt around. That is what it's all about. You could hear the Newcastle fans throughout the whole game. What a result. The lineups come out. Everybody's wondering whether Bruno is going to play or not. What a week for him. Not just results off the pitch. He's just had himself a little baby. It was unknown whether he would be available or not. I'm glad he was, because Bruno had an excellent game for us today. The lineups come out, only slight differences. That we've got Joe Linton out on the left instead of Murphy. I did wonder if that's because it would potentially allow us to have him fill into the midfield a little bit, maybe make us slightly stronger in the midfield, but still, he was pressing up that left-hand side. Wilson, great game, really high press. ALMIRÓN will come on to in a minute. What a game from him. The Paraguayan Messi, like what a goal from him. Totally top quality all across the pitch. We really dug in at times in that game. There was times when things weren't quite going our way. There was times when things really were going our way, and we took advantage of that. But the game got started off. Spurs started quick. Son had an early chance. Pope had an early save to make. And I'm thinking it's going to be a tough day for us. We started to come back into it within the kind of first 10 minutes or so. We started to see a little bit more of the ball, but you could kind of see, you know, that I think the first 15 minutes we had like 70% of possession of the ball, but Spurs had 5 or 6 shots, and that's the thing with Spurs. They don't necessarily play to keep the ball. Conte's football can at times not be the most exciting, but the way Kane drops deep between the banks of our defence and their midfield, Son's running through, and they had that a couple of times. And, you know, as I say, Pope made some really big saves today. At the other end, we'll get on to Lloris in a moment, because he did not have a good game for them. We stepped up when it counted. Botman doing what he needed to do. Dan Burn, you know, was questions of whether he would play. Could it be Target? Comes in. Just so solid at the back. I mean, I went 1-0 to Newcastle in my prediction. I said I was quietly confident in my preview because of how strong we are defensively, and we did concede, but the way we kept out some of those runs was top quality. It got to the 30th minute. Newcastle had a great bit of passing around the box, kind of leading forward to try and grab that goal. We lost it. Kane goes on the counter, running down the other way. Is he going to put it in the net? No. Pope saves it, and literally seconds after that, a ball over the top from Shaw. Wilson running onto it. Lloris comes out. It hits him. Wilson actually stops, so Wilson doesn't run at Lloris. Wilson actually stops. Lloris clatters into him. Throws himself on the floor to try and get the free kick. Wilson still had a lot to do. Loops it over the top with his wrong foot, back of the net. VAR checks it for about 10 minutes. Not that long, about a minute or two. The goal is given, 1-0 Newcastle. And as I say, for that first 30 minutes or so, we had moments where we had the ball, but it was a lot of Spurs, the ones who were kind of creating. But we got the goal, we grabbed the confidence, and from that point on to the end of the first half, it was all us. We were pushing. It was, as I say, Lloris had a nightmare with that one, and it was almost like they were in front of their home fans. They looked out of options. They didn't know what to do next. We were pressing high, we were pushing high. We really got into our stride. And then not long later, 10 minutes of us pressuring, the ball comes to Lloris. And, I've watched a couple of bits of Spurs reactions as well who are saying, why is Lloris playing that ball? Why has he not lumped it long? He tries to play out a little loop, like floated past to Sessegnon. I think it was Longstaff gets across it, nods it down to ALMIRÓN. ALMIRÓN last season would have taken a touch, looked backwards. Where can I play it? Not this ALMIRÓN. He runs through, bursts into the box, takes it round the defender, and even at this point, ALMIRÓN would have turned around. Where do I go? No, he's so direct, right into the goal mouth, plays it underneath Lloris. The Paraguayan Messi gets his 5th goal in 5 games. Big up ALMIRÓN. So direct, pushes through, great bit of skill to get around the defender, puts it in, and that's 2-0 at half-time, and I'm just thinking, wow, what a performance we've played in that end of the first half. And as I say, Spurs are still a good side. They've still got Harry Kane. They've still got Son. They are still going to cause us problems in that second half. So what we need to do is get out there quick, get out there strong, start as the way we ended, and we did. The first 10 minutes of that second half, it was still all us. And I'm thinking, if we can just grab a third now, we'll be home and dry. Unfortunately, that was not the case. The corner ball comes in. Harry Kane at the back post is almost on his hands and knees. It comes in so low and just nods it across the line. That was 2-1. VAR checked that one as well. It looked like it might have come off Sanchez's shoulder on the way through, and had it have done, Kane would have been offside. I mean, what I will say is that Trippier was marking Kane for that corner. Trippier must be half the size of Harry Kane. I don't know why we haven't got Botman, Burn, Shaw, Joe Linton. We've got about 5 or 6 giants on our side against, one of the most prolific goal scorers in the Premier League who can definitely head a ball. I'm not sure who matched them players up, but at that point, it was a bad time to concede. Second half, not being going long. They get the ball, they get the goal. And from that point, for the next 10 minutes or so, it was a lot of Spurs. But we rode it out. That was the thing, is in the second half, you could tell we made some changes towards the end. We saw John Joe Shelvey come back into the side, which was great. At a time where we needed to come on with a bit of fresh legs. Murphy came on with a bit of fresh legs as well. And they had the momentum at that point. They got that goal, and it was, especially towards the last 15 minutes or so, it was, can we just hang on to this now? 2-1 up, can we take the 3 points home? And we did. We stayed calm. We stayed collected. We didn't panic. We weren't just kicking the ball out. They had the momentum. They were the team on top. But we did things well. Nick Pope got booked for taking too long from a goal kick. And it's not pretty. It wasn't pretty. It was scary at times at the end of that game. But we did what we needed to do. We got it over the line. We were relentless in our pressure of the ball. And yeah, big up Newcastle. Let me know your thoughts on the game down below. I've no doubt if you are a Newcastle fan watching this, you'll be pretty happy right now, as am I. My man of the match, I will give it to Miggy. Yeah, he's 5-5. Great goal. Let me know your man of the match down below. Thank you for watching, guys. As always, enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. We look forward to getting back to St James's Park next weekend when we take on a Villa side who have recently lost their manager, but got themselves a very good result at the weekend as well. So we look forward to that. Let's continue this streak of fantastic form. Alright guys, thanks for watching. As always, drop a like, subscribe if you are still watching almost 10 minutes later and you haven't hit that big red button. It really helps the channel. I'm on the daily upload with Newcastle videos right now, with football videos in general. I've got loads planned this week. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your night, and I'll catch you later.